Hello, my name is Jeanette Sundhall and I work as a senior lecturer in gender studies at the University of Gothenburg, Sweden. And I find the concept of childism very useful in my aim to combine feminist theory and childhood studies. And I wrote my dissertation about children's rights. It's called Can Children Speak, which is a paraphrase on Spivak's Can the Subaltern Speak? And then I got the question, is this really gender studies? And I thought it was very interesting and problematic that children is not viewed as an obvious subordinated group in gender studies and feminist theory. And as Barry Thorne stated already in 1987, both feminist and traditional knowledge remain deeply and unreflectively around the experiences of adults. So I also work with concepts like the age order, critical adulthood studies, and critical age studies. So the age order is about age being a widespread and accepted reason to treat people differently. Age and different ways of regulating age are common ways to create social order. And that is why age can be regarded as a power order, a social order which carries hierarchies and discrimination, inclusions and exclusions. Ideas and norms regarding age are used in order to organize and discipline individuals, activities, and contexts. Age is often regarded as a neutral belonging, and these organizations thus gain an objective character as something biological and chronologic. Adulthood norms are norms that imply an adult position which is implicit, invisible, and thus naturalized. Adulthood is naturalized and fundamental to an understanding of the age categorization of children, and also that age is constructed relationally. One is always young, old, younger, older, relative to someone else, but also relative to a certain context. And the life phase of adulthood is generally ascribed a higher status when compared to other life phases, since the individuals here are considered nourishing. They are contributing to the survival of society. The individuals belonging to the life phases of childhood, youth, and old age are, on the contrary, regarded as consuming. They are not contributing to society, but merely using its resources. So when I talk about adulthood norms, I do not by adult mean every individual over the age of 18, but rather individuals between like 25 and 65. And the concept of childism, I think, is also very useful when you are analyzing and discussing adulthood norms, because it's not enough to analyze only the subordinate position, that of the child, in order to understand how dominance relations are constructed, reproduced, and challenged. It's also necessary to examine the superior position. And adulthood is so fundamental to be seen as a full human that we view it as natural, and that children are considered not yet fully human. Thus, adulthood becomes naturalized, and at the same time, age becomes a legitimate power order when it comes to the age categorization of children, since children's subordination is regarded as something natural and often even desirable. So I'm interested in the possibilities for children to be understood as political subjects and to participate in democratic processes, and how adulthood norms set limits for this. So what hinders children's participation and presence in society? For 2 years, I followed the Youth Council of Gothenburg, The Youth Council consists of 101 members, and they are elected by people the same age as they are, which is 12 to 17 years of age. And it is the Youth Council members themselves, not the adults, that formulate the issues they want to work with from their positions of being children. So they work very much with issues regarding ending segregation in Gothenburg, free public transport, racism, and health issues. So I was interested in the difficulties that children are faced with during such participation and how they are questioned by adult norms. And because adulthood is naturalized, it can be hard to spot. But one way to see how it works is to examine how language is used. And the expression to be the adult in the room has become very popular in Sweden and are used when people want to state that they are more responsible and mature than their political opponents. And these speak acts works in a discriminatory and subordinating way, not towards those the words are directed against, but to those who fit into the age categorization of children. And the effect of the speech acts is thus to confirm the normality of adulthood. It's quite impossible to think of someone using the expression, I want to be the man in the room, or I want to be the white person in the room, meaning the person who is the better one. But it works when it comes to age categorizations because age is a legitimate power order. And I also find the concept of childism very useful when studying children as activists, as Greta Thunberg, Malala Yousafzai, and Emma Gonzalez. And their social movements, which are about climate crisis, the right to education, school shootings, and the weapon laws, they're all based on the specific experiences of being children. And these three persons all got international attention and lots of support. And they are also met with critique from adults and hatred, even death threats and attempted murder. These movements could be challenging for adults because it demands that we change our opinions and the way we live based on issues that are important from children's experience of being children. Thank you.